I guess we could start out with Microsoft's conference. I thought they had an extraordinary conference. I really did.
I thought their conference was really great.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, like there's no way Sony can even keep up with this when it first started, because they just came out like swinging for the fences, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really extraordinary.
Yeah. I mean, they pretty much came out swinging with that backwards compatibility thing.
They did. And like the big message I thought that Microsoft had was like, our games are coming out soon.
Yeah.
You know, and like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like...
I remember they actually said that.
Yeah, they did. Like, Sony also had a lot of exclusive games announced, but
they did,
Microsoft, they kind of all... You know, they kept reminding us, our games are actually coming out this year, like this fall.
They're coming out by, like, holiday this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, Sony, it's all 2016.
Yeah.
And Microsoft also...
Going back to their greatness awaits.
Yeah, I mean, we're still waiting. Yeah. But Microsoft also like made a point to like announce that some games weren't even there. Like Quantum Break wasn't there.
Dude, they've hardly said anything about Quantum Break, and I've been actually pretty excited about seeing stuff about that game.
Yeah, like they've kind of got their E3 conference actually lined up for next year. Like, there was 3 big games. I can't remember which 3 they were. I know Quantum Break was one of them, but there was 3 major games that were not even there. So
I think they said that they're going to be at Gamescom or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got titles lined up to talk about even next year at E3. Like, I mean, you know, they've kind of got a nice slate of games in the pipeline.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. So what was your biggest takeaway from the Microsoft conference?
My biggest takeaway was the backwards compatibility. Like, to me, that hit
Same
home
here.
to me the most.
I actually thought that was the biggest feature announced by any of the companies. Like, to me, that was the biggest thing announced.
And there's a lot of people saying, you know, well, it's backwards compatibility, but it's still limited backwards compatibility. It's really not that limited. The only thing they have to do is contact the publisher and say, hey, can we put this on there? And they'll say, all right, go ahead, and it'll just be on there. So developers don't have to do nothing.
Absolutely. I think it'll be like a little bit limited, I guess, when they said they're not going to roll out all the games right away.
Yes, yeah. I think whenever they said it launches, they're going to have over 100.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's a pretty good number.
That's a lot.
And really, like, as long as like some of the bigger exclusive titles are announced, like, I don't know how many obscure games you're even going to. Like, there's not many obscure games you're even going to want to go back to.
That's true, yeah.
Like, as long as I have the big ones, like, that's all backwards compatibility needs to be for me.
And actually, that's why you can get on their website and vote on which games to put on there.
Absolutely,
they want to know which ones to put on there, so that's cool.
The only thing that might suck is, like, there may be some publishers that, like, they want to do a remastered version, so they're going to, like, we're not going to give you permission because we're going to make money off this remastered version. Yeah. There really isn't any money, really to be made for a publisher to make it backwards compatible. Which I guess they can buy the game though, right?
Yeah, like if you hadn't bought the game before, then you can buy it, and they can make money off.
I guess most of the people though are probably using old games that they already have, and I guess a publisher may not see much money to be made.
Yeah,
you know.
One of the biggest ones for me actually is Halo Reach, because it's not in the Master Chief Collection.
it's not part of the Master Chief Collection.
And that's like one of my favorite Halo games. And Jonathan, my little brother, plays it all the time on his Xbox. That'd be so cool if I could play multiplayer with him.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it'd be totally cool. Didn't they actually say that you can play multiplayer with other Xbox 360 owners? That's awesome.
What it is and how it works is they literally have an Xbox.
It's just an emulator, right?
Yeah, like an Xbox 360 made out of software.
That's pretty awesome.
That's how they described it.
I saw like Shuhei, like, they were talking to him about it, and he was like, I don't know how they did it, but like we looked into it, and it's really hard to do. So kudos to them is basically what he said.
Well, I mean, Microsoft has a lot of money, so I'm pretty sure they threw a lot of money at.
I'm sure they did.
Probably the best software developers they could find.
I really like the shot that they took at Sony during the conference. They were like, "We're not going to make you rebuy the games that you already own." Was kind of their exact quote.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool, I thought. But yeah, like I mean that's a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
It's a game changer.
It's definitely a game changer for me.
Like, same here, yeah. I mean, I didn't even own a 360, but I mean, like that, like
it's just more games.
Yeah, I mean, I see like that. I mean, that has to be a game changer.
And there's a lot of games actually that I went and bought on PC, but because I loved them so much on 360 that I wanted to keep playing them, and I could just stick them in my Xbox One and play them that way. Like Skyrim is one of them.
Absolutely, I've been playing Arkham Knight, like. If you could put in Arkham Asylum and go back and play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, without needing to like hook up your 360 or PlayStation 3, I mean, it'd be freaking great.
That'd be awesome.
Really would. Yeah, that's for sure. Did Anything else stick out for you?
Halo 5.
I actually didn't get to see very much about it. What was your takeaway from Halo 5?
Warzone.
Warzone?
That looked so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they have in Warzone is pretty much like everything great about Halo sandbox,
Mm-hmm.
all into one, like, multiplayer match. I think it's like 24 players. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's like vehicles. The maps are huge. There's AI you can fight in it, like, you know, Covenant and the Prometheans,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really good. Have they said anything else about the campaign?
They showed a brief, like, a little bit of gameplay, but I think it was about 5 minutes. But they're not saying much about the campaign right now. I mean, they kind of keep it under wraps, I guess. You know, a little.
Right. Hunt the truth, right?
Yeah, Hunt the Truth is actually really awesome. Like the little audio thing they do.
Yeah.
I've actually listened to almost every episode.
Really?
I haven't listened to the last one yet, but
I think their whole marketing around the game is really smart though. Like like the Hunt the Truth, like they're kind of making fans like go in and like try to like decipher these messages like from their marketing. I think all that's really smart and clever.
Yeah, it's all about like Master Chief and like Agent Locke and you know.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what they're doing with it because there's a lot of mystery around it. Like,
there is, yeah.
Yeah,
looks really awesome. The multiplayer and like literally they have something in the multiplayer that if they didn't have, I wasn't gonna buy the game.
Really?
And that's arena mode, which is like pretty much Halo 3. Make like Halo 3, and that's the competitive side of Halo, and that just wasn't in Halo 4 or Reach really. I mean, it was in Reach, but not as good as it was in Halo 3.
Right.
Now they have like true arena gameplay back, and dude, I'm so excited for that. Like Halo 3 was just the best Halo. Well, for me, I mean, for a lot of people it was Halo 2, but Halo 3 was just great for me. I love that game. I never got to play Halo 2 personally, but
yeah. I've played it briefly, but like I didn't get into it like as deeply as like a lot of people did. A lot of people like they put so much time into that game.
Dude,
like,
I was freaking good at that game whenever I played it. Like I was the bomb at it for a little while, but I quit playing it, and I wish I hadn't. I actually quit playing it for Call of Duty. Oddly enough. For a little while.
Bad mistake there.
I came back to Halo though after a while.
Yeah.
I think Modern Warfare 2 was the one that. Because Modern Warfare 2 was a big deal back in the day, so.
Definitely was, yeah. I didn't really get into Call of Duty further than, like, Zombies. Like,
Zombies is awesome.
Zombies is fun.
Yeah. Black Ops 3 actually looks kind of cool, I think.
I think so, too. Like, some of the... that's another thing. It was kind of interesting that... Call of Duty wasn't at the Microsoft conference.
Yeah.
Like, Microsoft, they normally open with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Which it kind of seems that like one of my friends, he said Activision and Call of Duty, they're kind of like LeBron James. They just kind of go to like the most popular team and stuff. So it's like, well, we're gonna go to the winning side. We're gonna go to PlayStation right now. Like they have more users and stuff.
Yeah, just go to the popular side.
Anything else about Microsoft's conference that you wanna highlight?
I think that about covers them. They had some exclusive games.
I thought Tomb Raider looked really cool.
Tomb Raider looked really awesome.
I thought it looked really great.
Yeah.
Like just like the snowy setting.
Yeah, I really like
all that. I mean, that game looks really cool.
Yeah.
Still not. I just wish they would be freaking direct and tell us like how long that's exclusive.
Yeah. They haven't said anything about it really.
They're so vague about that. Like it's always. They've never really even came out and clarified it even yet.
Yeah.
And like they've been saying this for a long time.
I really don't know anything about it, but
I don't either. Yeah.
Hopefully they like it's only like a couple months, Because
I hope, yeah.
I'd like to play.
I'm really excited about that game. Like I'm a big fan of that first game.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was
the first
excellent.
game. Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was excellent.
That's actually I think the first game I got on my PS4 was like the remastered version. So
it's a really good game. Yep, and I believe they showed some Gears footage.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, they showed new Gears, which I've never been a Gears fan.
I haven't either.
But, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are.
Definitely, yeah. What did you think about what they showed?
I actually thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it looked really cool.
Like, I'm not a Gears fan, but it made me interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I would like to play, for sure. Also, I knew Mass Effect, right?
I actually haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play the first 3 Mass Effect games.
I played the first one, and I liked it a lot.
I've heard it's really good.
The first one's the best.
Heard the story's really good.
Yeah. Mass Effect, I think, is one of those games that you really should play.
Yeah, I definitely need to play it, but I think the new one is supposed to be like a completely new story with new characters and stuff, which is kind of an interesting place to go.
Yeah, I never played the third one, so I don't know where everyone ends up. But
I don't either. Like the third one, like it was really like divisive. I think with fans, like some people are really upset
fans
about
like freaking hated the ending to that
well,
game.
some fans did. I mean, it's kind of like like when anything ends.
I think everybody hated it. Like I think pretty much until they fixed it. Like they released some DLC that fixed the ending. But,
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if everybody hated it. I just know like people that hate it are louder than people that didn't hate it.
I think most people hated it.
Yeah.
Because it was just bad. I heard like Asa, he's a big fan of Mass Effect, and even he hated it.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, it's like the people that hate it, like they're more vocal about them hating it than the people that actually like it. It's kind of like the ending of Lost, or like when anything that's been going on for a long time ends, you're going to have like people that are not going to be satisfied, and they're going to be really upset about it because they've invested so much time into it. And if it doesn't end the way they think it should, I mean, they're going to be really invested in it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I actually heard that the ending was just bad. It just wasn't a good ending altogether for anybody.
Yeah, which, I mean, people said that about Lost, too. Like, I actually like the ending of Lost, but there are a lot of people that are really vocal about them not liking it. It's just like you put so much time into something, and if it doesn't wrap up in a way you think is satisfying, I mean...
You just don't get that satisfying feeling.
Yeah, you're like, that's not the way it's supposed to end. Like, I've been following this for, X amount of years, and, I want it to end this way. Like,
I could see how that could make
that. I mean, I understand people that are mad about things that don't end right.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though, everything can't happen the way you want it to.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a work of art, and people, the people that made the game, like they're going to end it the way they think.
Yeah.
The way they intended, and that's kind of something that.
Yeah.
People like to make things their own. Like they see it and like they want it to end their way.
Yeah.
Because they've invested so much time with it. So, there's nothing wrong with that, but.
Yeah.